Small Vigil Dumso attack squad one do. So position so.
I think it's wrong because that is the sort of attitude that we have as Ghanaians. We always think that things are not going to work out, so we never take the risk in the first place.
We'll bring you cautionary tales from the lives of famous sportsmen. Naturally, we'll do a recap of this morning's JN Interactive. This is the evening edition, and my name is Jennifer Jane Asante. Now, let's take a quick look at what was on JN Interactive this morning.
What do you think is the tagline of the Ghana Police Service?
Service with integrity. Maybe that's wrong and you guys actually play this. But I think it's service with integrity. Yeah.
It is service with integrity.
Not really, but it's about this bribery thing, but it contradicts to what they do. Yeah, it contradicts with that. But it's about bribery, but they shouldn't use that. It should be something else.
All right, well, that was one of the things that they did this morning. Service with integrity. Let's take a look at what Facebook has to say. This morning, they were talking about government working to implement measures to bring sanity to the country's cyberspace. Let's take a couple of those comments. It said, Frank Mandela Baumia says they should rather implement measures to bring sanity to Flagstaff House where corruption is manufactured on an industrial scale. I'll take two more and we move on to tonight. Government should give us and social media a break and focus on the issues that are affecting the people. Haven't government representatives also abused their fellow politicians through social media? Hashtag DumsorMustStop. That's from Francisca Ifia Asare. And Jules Afedi says, go fix the economy and Dumso. Why you want 10 Ghana to China? Right, so that was this morning. Tonight, however, we're talking different things. Yesterday, when Yvonne Nelson posted the notice on her Facebook page for the police, that's the notice to the police for the Dumso Vigil on Facebook, quite a number of people were enthused. Let's just take a quick look at some of the comments there. I had Yawa Samuel saying, I can't be to Accra, but I support you. Keep it up. Then Destiny Zola says, yes, Dumso must stop. I support you again. Nana Poku Ajimai says, great ideas, but you guys sack and so shouldn't sing. Either than that, the insulting team will tell us you wanted to have a concept-free night. But ha, Dumso must stop. Yeah, Etienne is giving a compliment, says you're not only beautiful but intelligent. We're at your back. So people were excited, but not everybody was that excited. Do you remember Stephen Atubiga? Sorry. You know, the chap who had to face the Supreme Court for contempt during the election petition case? He took to Facebook and made a call for a boycott of Sarkodie's music and Yvonne's movies should the vigil actually happen. So I'm just going to skip across to his page and we'll take a look at what he said and the comments that came from it. All right, so this is Stephen Atubiga's page and he says, what is wrong with some of our young musicians and actors in this country? How can Sarkodie and co want to lead MPP dirty work? They are celebrant or celebrity is the pride of we Ghanaians, not for any political party. We will boycott their music and movies if they try championing Nanado's dirty work. The Dumsor is a national issue, not political. I have listened to some of Sarkodie's music about the Dumsor, which I respect his creativity, but for him trying to undermine our president's efforts in ending the Dumsor for Nanado, he should bring it on. Any NDC voter or supporter will not patronize their products, and we will come together to burn any of their music and movies that we have bought in protest of their undermining of JM. I love Sarkodie. I love his music with my family. What he's trying to do, I hope he rethinks, because I will lead the unrest against him if they undermine JM for MPP. Well, they should bring it on. So that's what Stephen Atubiga said on Facebook. It did not go down well with people. There was a lot of backlash. Just a couple of the comments, some of them are really unsavory, so I might be skipping through that really quickly. Keston Sir says, as an NDC member, I think you're a disappointment to this nation. May fire thunder you and your entire family. If you had the slightest idea what Dumsor is taking us through, you wouldn't open your big mouth and empty, and the rest of it is not something I can continue with. There are so many comments like this out there. I had to ask people what they thought about what he said.
What they are doing has nothing to do with their industry. It's a national issue, and they are citizens, so they have every right to air their views. And then I don't think I'm going to stop listening to their music or watching them because they are holding a vigil. It doesn't make sense to me.
It's a good initiative that we're having people who are not just being on the sidelines, you know, and protecting, as it were, their industries, or being selfish, but are coming out. These are very influential people, so it's good that this time around you're having them come out to spearhead some of these things in order to exert much pressure on government, and for government to really know that it is not even a political issue anymore. Every Ghanaian is suffering, and for you to come out, for Stephen to come out to say that we should boycott their movies, I mean, really, I don't buy into that, and it wouldn't make any sense. We love movies. I mean, in the midst of all these challenges, these are some of the things that relaxes our nerves and all that. It wouldn't wash. I mean, everyone is going out there for this, and thumbs up to them.
I don't think they should boycott their products, because I think they are all Ghanaians and they are all facing the energy crisis we are facing, so they have they are in the right standing to speak about it, and I think if something can be done about it, then they should speak about it. I think they need more support. Speak about it, and then if there's a possibility of something happening before time, then it should happen as soon as possible, because we all have to get involved and talk about this.
There are actors in the political system, and I think that people like Yvonne Nelson, Sarkodie, and all of those superstars in Ghana, as we would like to call them, are very influential people in this country. If we decide that we are not going to listen to their music, watch their movies and all of that, the government will be affected, because we are very stressed in this country as it is. So it's entertainment that helps us to relieve all our stress and all of that. So then if they also get involved, if they see that their funds are dwindling, and they decide to take the human resource out of their country to go and work in other countries, the government would be very bothered, and so they would work on it. So I think it's a good idea to have the vigil.
Now, there are others who really don't mind the vigil. They just don't want it to take place on the University of Ghana campus. I'm just going to read a little bit of it. It says, I have no reason whatsoever against the intended demonstration, but the decision of the demonstrators to converge of University of Ghana campus, it could be anticipated that the decision by the lead demonstrators is strategic and calculated attempt to rope students into their demonstration for reasons best known to them, with which I totally disagree. Now, being an alumnus of the University of Ghana, there has not been any precedent set by any individual, let alone pressure group, by starting the demonstration from Legon campus. Now, he goes on to say, I strongly believe, no, actually I want to read the portion where he's saying, more interestingly, the lead demonstrators have no academic traced to the University of Ghana, hence no former or current member of the university's microcosm. Perhaps Madame Yvonne Nelson, an alumna of the Central University College, and Mr. Michael Owusuado, also an alumnus of IPMC, considered the security risks, and that is why they decided to start their demonstration elsewhere, or perhaps were denied the right to start the demonstration on their own campuses. And it's signed by an alumnus of the University of Ghana, Alex Doe. Now, it's celebrities who are taking center stage on this issue, but are they all agreed? Let's find out from the former president of the Ghana Actors Guild, Ni Odoye-Mensah. Good evening, Ni.
Good evening.
So, are you all united in the hashtag DumsorMustStop campaign?
Unfortunately, I don't know anything about it at all. I don't know anything about it. And,
well, Yvonne Nelson has put it out on social media that Dumsor must stop, and she's galvanizing people to protest. It's a vigil and a demonstration on the 16th of May, starting from the University of Ghana campus, and they'll be making their way down to Tetequashe, protesting Dumsor.
So when they protest, they believe that the badges will come, and after the protest, the light will come on. Is that what they want to do?
I'm assuming they're hoping to be heard.
How would you be heard? Does it mean that all the noise that has gone on, you mean the government doesn't hear?
Well, they're celebrities. Maybe their celebrity status will make a difference.
If the celebrities do that, what will happen? Would they bring power? My sister, unfortunately, it is their right to demonstrate. I don't begrudge them, but I'm saying that this pressure we put on government is not solving the problem. The problem is there. What we need to do as Ghanaians are to pray and support the government to fix the problem.
I understand your point there, but even though the president didn't create the situation, he is the president now, and Ms. Nelson's point is he's the leader, he needs to step up to the plate and fix it.
So he's doing it. You can't fix it overnight. So if it can be fixed overnight, all the past government would have fixed it.
That's true. He keeps promising that it will end and telling us what he's done. Ms. Nelson said on BBC that the government keeps on lying to us because he says it'll be done today and it's not done by the date he gives.
I see. You see, I'm speaking from experience. I have been at the helm of affairs of an association before, and I know how people want it to be done. When you are doing it, somebody like me, when I'm doing something and I haven't finished, I will not give you any date. I will tell you I'm doing it. Some people, you know, Ghanaians, we want to hear things. So they will tell us what we want to hear.
Okay, he's making progress, you say, just that he isn't telling us the full story.
I'm saying that, seriously, I am not in government.
Okay.
And I don't know what is going on. But what they come to tell us is what we believe.
Yeah.
They say we are doing this. Let's see if they are doing it.
All right. So I'm assuming you won't be marching with them on the 16th.
No, I don't know anything about it, so I can't be. Nobody has informed me, so I don't know. At least if I want to go to a demonstration, I must know why I'm going to the demonstration. They say nobody has come to tell me why they are going. I can't just follow like that because celebrities are going. No.
Well, they've issued an open invitation, even to the president himself. Would you take them up on it?
Oh, sorry, I can't do that. Because if my conscience tells me that what I'm going to do is not right, I will not do it. Because I believe that we are rather giving too much pressure on the government. You are not making him to concentrate on what he's doing.
Okay.
You shout today, you shout tomorrow, and every day you are shouting. It is not solving the problem. If we have solutions, give out the solution. That is my problem. If we have solutions for the fixing of the problem, bring it out. Demonstration will not bring any solution to the problem.
All right. I need to ask just one more question.
Yeah.
Do you have light?
I have light now. The light just came on.
Okay. It just came on.
Yeah.
Okay, which means the whole of today you haven't had the light to do anything with. Is it affecting your productivity?
No.
Okay. Thank you very much for talking to us.
Right.
Right. So there you have it. Some are in agreement and some are not. So those who have concerns, will their concerns make a difference to the planned vigil? I have Sarkodie sharing his feelings on Dumsor.
I think I've gone back and forth about this Dumsor, and I'm just one of millions who is complaining about Dumsor. And in my field, I think it's affecting creativity. It's crazy. You know, now you need to know, shift even where you sleep, because by 6 maybe Tema will not have light and maybe Accra would, and it's very hectic. It doesn't give you that sound sleep that you want to have, because by 6 you have to be up because the heat will start around 6. It's just crazy. It's frustrating. I'm just like any Ghanaian, though I'm Sako there, there's no difference, and that's why I'm actually voicing out, you know, for a change. And I think it's for a good cause. I stand in for all Ghanaians. It has nothing to do with NPP, NDC, no party. I'm not doing politics. I'm being a Ghanaian, and I guess it's my right, you know, to enjoy electricity. And I said it, when it comes to my field, particularly when it has to do with studio, I have to wait even if creativity is flowing until I have light, which is very bad. So I'm urging, and I need response ASAP, like any Ghanaian, you know. So that's why I'm actually in. It's just a frustration that you can't control. But then again, I just realized that the same way I promote my music, that's the same way I can promote this as well. And I think I'm talking for millions of Ghanaians, as I said, and sparking that conversation back again, because I think it goes on every day, but it might not necessarily get to those who are supposed to listen to that message when it has to do with ECG or maybe the government, or I don't know who. I don't have an idea, but I think it has to be heard. And I thank God for my life, because when I started this, I saw the feedback from certain people that I didn't even think, you know, they could respond back. Since I've even gotten that, that's like a step forward. So I'm in, and thanks to all my friends who are supporting, Yvonne, D Black, EL, everyone else. Let's embark on this journey, and we just hope to see change.
Well, that's Sarkodie's tale. So what's your Dumsor story? I asked that question on Facebook, and here are the answers I got. Mustard says, only God knows who. Maybe getting better. Abdul Mubarak says, I can't explain it. It's just bad and I don't want to discuss it. Zaga Nuruddin thinks it's a question for JDM and not him. The president is smart. Mayor Kofi says business is slow, but he is hoping to buy a generator soon. Habibu Rahman says it's badder than bad. I have to stay outside till around 12 a.m. before going home after every 24 hours lights. Hashtag DumsorMustStop. Richard Morgan says he has an additional component in pocket and bags, and that's his phone charger. I'm guessing he carries it around with him everywhere to charge it whenever he gets light. Emmanuel Agbematu says, I turn to the right, I face darkness. I turn to the left, darkness. How come my beloved country is experiencing such frequent and annoying lightouts known in Ghana as Dumsor? It's actually quite a long post. I can't read it all, but people are sharing their Dumsor stories all over. You can still share yours with us on our Facebook page. Now, let's take a little What's Up joke.
Are you feeling abandoned, neglected, and you want your friends to have you at heart and constantly stay in touch? Well, know this. Borrow money from all of them and travel. Now, how about that?
Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, I'll be telling you the sad sale of 2 sportsmen.
What can you do with your mixie? What about you? Mixi milk powder is rich in vitamins and minerals, essential for a healthy lifestyle. It is smooth and creamy. Mixi milk powder, health is a delicious step away. And now, introducing the creamy Mixi coffee.
So skimming through Facebook, I came across a rather sad story from Emmanuel Adebayo. Now, this is a story about how his family has treated him in recent times. I'm just going to go through that quickly. On our Facebook page, we have it up there, and I'm asking the question, a cautionary tale, or is he airing his family's dirty laundry in public? I'm only going to read a little bit of it because it's so long. You can go to our Facebook page and read the entire thing. It says, I have kept these stories for a long time, but I think today it's worth sharing some of them with you. It's true that family matters should be solved internally and not in public, but I am doing this so that hopefully all families can learn from what happened in mine. And also keep in mind that none of this is about money. Okay, now at the age of 17, with my first wages in football, I built a house for my family and made sure they were safe. As you all know, I've received the trophy of African Player of the Year in 2008. I also brought my mother on stage with me to thank her for everything. In that same year, I brought her to London for various medical checkups. When my daughter was born, we contacted my mum to inform her about it, but she immediately hung up the phone and didn't want to hear about it. Now, reading your recent comments, some people said my family and I should consult TB Joshua. In 2013, I gave my mother money so she could consult him in Nigeria. She was supposed to stay for 1 week, but 2 days into her stay, I received a call saying she left. Apart from all that, I also gave my mother a great amount of money to start a business of cookies and different items. Naturally, I allowed them to put my name and picture on them so they can sell more. I mean, what else can a son do in his power to support his family? Now, it goes on and on, detailing how years ago he bought a house here in East Legon. He allowed his sister and his brother to stay in the house. He stopped by on a surprise visit during vacation to find out that his sister had sacked his younger brother from the house and rented the rooms in the house out. And she got upset with him for confronting her on the issue, as did his mother. His brother, who has been totally dependent on him, has also been ungrateful in so many ways. It's quite a litany, and he's written it both in English and in French. Now, only a person who has reached his limit would do something like this. Put private family issues out on Facebook, making sure that everybody can read it and understand. Is it a cautionary tale? Or is he airing his family's dirty laundry? You tell me. Facebook says, David Dambra says it's a cautionary statement. Fred Kwenu says some dirty laundries are worth washing in public. Zomelo Tadofe says airing dirty laundry in public, but also a cautionary statement. And Gabby Nelson says some people have their customs, but this too, we can cope with it. Here's another cautionary tale for you. The things you do will always come back to bite you in the butt. Manny Pacquiao might be facing a penalty for lying about his shoulder injury, and Floyd Mayweather, well, he might be laughing all the way to the bank, but he might be putting in $20 million less. Domestic violence is always a serious issue, so Floyd, I wish you all the best there. Aisha, that's it for J&I.
If he was in Ghana, there was any fear before. But we're assuming that in America there are no witches.
You keep assuming. My name is Jennifer Jane Sanchez. This has been JN Interactive.
My name is Aisha Ibrahim. Many thanks for your time. Enjoy the rest of our programs.